What's up everyone, Gids here for another video on Blue Protocol Star Resonance. And yeah, a lot of stuff has been unlocked yesterday during the weekly reset. So we definitely got a lot of gains, especially we got level 60 equipment now, and also we had the emblem feature unlocked. So today we're gonna do a rundown on how I was able to get to 15k so that you can probably get to 15k yourselves. Okay, so let's go. So here are my stats at the moment. So I've been slowly trying to fix all my stats now. So we're at crit almost 30%, haste at 20%, mastery 16%, and versatility 13%. So it looks like we have a lot of versatility now versus before, and a little bit less luck now and a higher crit. I want to get haste to at least 20 and mastery to at least 20, but of course our gear are not yet finalized. So yeah, there's definitely going to be more changes in the coming week. So yeah, we're just gonna be farming a few more gold equipment, level 60 gold equipment. But yeah, this is an overview of my stats. Okay, I'm moving in the middle now so that you can see everything for my score. So gear is still the highest contributor at 6,900, almost 7k. I just need more reforged stones to be able to enhance my gears, to be able to get them to max, or probably at like 7k. I can still refine, but still, I don't want to use my Starforged crystals on refining the armor because armors are not my priorities for refining. Okay, talents are maxed out at 969, it looks like. We have skill training at 4,000 for me. Emblem, so this is a new thing, so we can talk about this one later on the emblem part. And modules, not emblem actually, modules is the new thing, not the emblems. Okay, modules at 300, so 300 extra abilities right there. And then adventure level, everyone should be at 2k. Okay, so let's talk about gear. Gear right now, we have level 60 gear, and if you're wondering if you should swap out your level 40 gold equipment for purple, yes, I think you should, because the base stats on the purples are already so good. Although you have to compare as well, right? So if you don't have enough reforged stones yet to move from a level 40 equipment to like a level 60 equipment, then probably don't do that yet. You can easily compare the stats, right? Like you can compare your intellect, endurance, and armor, and you'll see like arrow signs pointing up or down, right? So you can just do that and compare if your level 40 equipment is better than your current level 60 gear. Okay, so let's do a quick rundown first on my stuff here, and then I'll show you how to get the level 60 gold equipments. So unluckily, I still don't have a gold weapon here, legendary weapon. A lot of my friends already got there, so I'm gonna be the unlucky one this time around. This one has mastery, versatility, and crit, so this one's actually a decent staff right here. It would have been better if this was crit and versatility on the third line, but yeah. And here we have a Ruby Abyss 5 gem actually here. So during embedding, I'll show this one later as well. There's actually a possibility or a chance that you can get from Abyss 3 to Abyss 5. So that's a big jump on the stats that you have on your gems. Unfortunately, if I get a gold weapon, I'm gonna lose this one. So, unlucky, right? Okay, here's my helmet right here. Helmet is okay. I mean, we have Mastery, Haste, and then Abyss 3 gem. And then we have, this one is called, I think this is what they call the raid gear. So they will always have fixed stats right here. So Mastery and Haste and crit. So for raid gear, I think there are gear recommendations for everyone. Raid gear will not have purple attributes, but they will have set effects. So these things right here will be so much more useful once you get to activate the 2-piece effect. But once you get it at 1 as well, I think it's decent already. You can find guides on what raid gear your class wants to do, but as far as Frostbeam or Frost Mages wants, it's usually just the armor, helmet, and the bracelets, because you can't get the crit stat on those equipment right there. Okay, so yeah, again, this one has Abyss 5 already as well, so very lucky. That's actually a 10% chance to get it. Okay, this one's crit luck. Again, I still can't get away from crit luck, and yeah, you can see here a lot of improvements from perfections right here, right? So everything's not max perfection except for the weapon right now. So I've just been rolling, like, yeah, this one has luck, so I ran out of stones, reforged stones, trying to enhance this one. But yeah, this is still a purple boot, so can be replaced for sure. This one, damage bonus versus bosses and crit 120 plus mastery. This one's decent. Ooh, this one has damage bonus 2%, but we're gonna lose crit. and we get more haste. I think this one's still okay. 1% bonus damage. I'm not sure how good that is. This one's really nice. Haste and mastery plus M attack. Ruby 4. Okay, this one's okay. Again, we're stuck with crit luck again. Crit luck always. This one has HP. Definitely want to change this one, but we don't really have much choices. And then level 60 on the purple. This one's actually decent right here. No purple stat line, but it's decent. And then this one right here, also pretty decent. Okay, so those are my equipment. So to give you a rundown on where you can get some of the legendary gears. So boss hunting actually got updated drops. So starting from this guy right here, Storm Goblin King. If you look at drops right here, these are now all level 60 gear. So you can start farming bosses again. Maybe I could do a video on boss hunting made easy for everyone. So yeah. We also have drops for Tempest Ogre for armor and ring. We have Celestial Flyer for gloves and earrings. And of course, you still have a small chance of getting the weapons. Also have drops here on Lizard Man King for boots and charm. And then we have Goblin King for the bracelets. Okay, so those are new stuff that has been updated. So if you haven't been doing your boss hunting, you should start doing them. Later on, once we unlock the last area, we get Muko King here as well with a weapon. Okay, if you get it here, Muko King kit. Right? Okay, other locations that you can get level 60 gear. So these things just unlocked recently is the master difficulty for the dungeons. So there are first clear rewards for clearing master difficulty 1 for each of the dungeons right here. But right now, we only have Goblin Lair, Tina's Mind Realm, and Towering Ruin. So Goblin Lair will give you a box choice of gloves and earrings. Tina's Mind Realm is going to give you helmet and necklace. And Towering Ruin will give you armor and ring. So you have to choose which one you want to get a legend copy of. And then next week, the others will unlock Kanemiya Tribe, Dragonclaw Valley, and Dark Mist Fortress. Okay, another place where you can get level 60 equipment that is legendary or gold is here on Pioneer Award. So after the reset, this should be showing like gold gears for everyone, or it's possible to get gold gear. So you get to select like 3 items from here, like Reforged Stones, modules, and then equipment. So pick an equipment that you think you might have a tough time trying to get, or you can probably just hold off. I don't know if holding off on getting one of the gold equipments here would be a good idea, but yeah, you can probably try to farm a bit, get the stuff that you need, and then later on open this one. That could be a strategy, but everyone just instantly took their gold equipment from there. Next up, we have this person right here, Cassie, with the Void Relic Exchange. So if you did your Adept Trials from last week, you should have been able to get Runic Alloy Shards. So enough Runic Alloy Shards to actually exchange here. Well, it gives you 50. The last 10 will be through a side quest that you have to open. Or there's also the Honor Shop or Honor Coin Shop. So this is where you can get the raid equipment. Okay, again, raid equipment will have the set effect. It will not have a purple stat line, but it has set effect. So these ones become so much better once you get like the 2-piece and 4-piece equips unlocked. And also the stats of these things change depending on your current spec or your current class. So these are pretty good stuff to have on your character if you plan on switching characters every now and then. Okay, and lastly, from what I know, there's also leisure activities. So once a day, these things, the first time you participate in them, there's a level 60 legendary gear here, and you also get alloy shards here, heavy alloy shards. These things also are farmable. If you're wondering, these are farmable from boss hunts as well. So yeah, instead of the normal level 40 alloy shards, you get the level 60. And this thing is updated for level 60 gear exchange. So if you're trying to complete your equipments with purple level 60 equipments, you can just exchange them over here. You can also get some Reforged Stones by trading in your level 40 Reforged Stones for the level 60 Reforged Stones. Level 60 Reforged Stones are kind of hard to come by, so of course you want to get them from Honor Coin if you can. Right, so there's 30 over here. Also, if you run Chaotic Realm, you get them as drops from there. And then the other places, well, Mystery Store, if you get lucky. There's also Trading Center if people are selling, and Unstable Space. twice a day, you should be able to get Reforged Stone. So we need a lot of Reforged Stone right now since we have actually changed almost all our gear. So almost everything here will need to get to max perfection, and it's gonna be expensive on Reforged Stones. So to get to like 100 perfection, you need like 16 Reforged Stones. Like around 16. Yeah, this one's also 15. So around 16 Reforged Stones, not 16, 32. Right? 32 Reforged Stones to be able to get one item to perfection 100, which is a lot. That is actually a lot. So you can prioritize stats. So you can prioritize equipment that already has good stats, or you can just throw in a few Reforged Stones on everything until you get like a good stat on your third stat right here, and then you can just leave it be and then prioritize all the other stuff, right? So that's like what almost everyone should be doing. Just unlock the third slot if the stats are like replaceable, maybe. Like for example, this one I still want to change it, but I'm out of stones. Again, if you need more of this thing, heavy alloy shards, you can also trade in the alloy shards over here, or you can just dismantle over here at Maxims. So whenever you dismantle level 60 equips, you will be able to get heavy alloy shards. And you get a lot of these things if you start farming master difficulty dungeons. Okay, I mentioned this earlier when embedding gems. There's actually a new option now for you to be able to select either normal, intermediate, or advanced. So if you look at this one, advanced will cost you 50k bound lunos though. So this one is pretty expensive. So if you don't have bound luno to spare, I don't think you should be doing this yet. But yeah, if your equipment already has like good stats, I mean, it's fine to try to do it because gems cannot be removed once you've embedded it in your equipment. So if you're going to switch equipments later on, you're gonna be wasting like a lot of bound luno by doing this one because you can do this one repeatedly on one gem, right? I mean, the increase is pretty significant here, right? So at Abyss 3, you only have 30 haste and 8 intellect. Well, it doubles your intellect and it adds plus 20 on your haste stat, but for me it's crit, right? So 30 crit and then doubles your intellect. So means that. So this is huge actually, but yeah, it's a 10% chance to obtain it, 30% chance to get the Abyss 4 right here. So gamble away, my gamblers. I actually got lucky with that. I had like 3 Abyss 5s and 1 Abyss 4. So, pretty lucky. Okay, so for the last part on the gears refinement levels, I have refinement 8 on weapons. So, I actually had to try to push for a little bit for the thumbnail to just get to 15k. Actually had to refine like my armor right here. So, level 8 on helmet and level 6 on armor right here. But again, still for the accessories here, level 8 because these things give me refined magic attack and the weapon, of course. Still try to prioritize weapon as much as possible whenever refinement is unlocked. So this thing unlocks in 5 days, so you better start stocking up on Starforged crystals and mystery metals so that you have enough resources to actually upgrade your weapon. I might not have enough, so this thing is gonna be sold out in the market again. So you can start buying them up now and start stocking up if you want to, since I think prices are starting to kind of normalize. Ooh, money, money. Okay, it's starting to go down to 1,700. This is good buy right here. 1.7 is a good number because we're gonna go back up to probably 2k once refinement unlocks because people will start buying these up again. So you want to have a good amount of stock on you. Okay, so that's it for the gear stuff. Hopefully I did not miss anything. So if I missed anything, let me know in the comments below. Next up, let's talk about modules because this is a new addition. So everyone should be able to get modules. And of course, you always just want to pick the module that is associated to your character. Like if you are a DPS, you just want to open attack modules from your random module boxes. And how this thing works is that it gives you stats, right? These modules will have like 2 stat lines on them. So if you click on your module, it will have like intellect boost and crit focus, and they have plus numbers. So the way this works is you just want to hit these thresholds right here to hit the levels, right? So there are levels to these ones. You want to get to level 6 as much as possible for a certain stat. So for example, crit is my wanted stat here because it gives crit damage plus 12% at level 6, where right now we can only get to level 5. But it's never worth to actually go for this one at level 4 because it does not give you any crit damage yet. So you want to get to level 5. So how do you get to level 5? You want to hit plus 16, and how you hit plus 16 is to try getting good RNG on something like this one. Crit focus plus 9. So you just need like 7 more to be able to get to plus 16, which is exactly what this one is doing, right? Crit focus plus 7. And fortunately, it also had intellect boost plus 5, which actually combos well with intellect boost 3 here, giving me intellect boost level 3 right here, which is at plus 8. Okay? So you just want to find something that you can get to plus 20. If you can get to plus 20, that would be really, really strong for your character. Okay, so you can just read on the other effects for like other modules right here. Like this one again at 5, at level 5, it increases damage to elites or stronger enemies. So this is to bosses. Like most of the passives actually activate at level 5. So you want to focus getting a single stat to level 5 first before you start worrying about all the other stuff, right? This one. Cast speed is also pretty nice right here. This is plus 10 actually. I don't think I have any other cast speeds. Well, this one is plus 8 cast speed. So I can get up to plus 18 cast speed, but it's still gonna be level 5 and not yet level 20 or level 6. Okay, so that's how modules work. Next, let's talk about skill training because this is the next one. So we move here. Here's my gear training stuff. So again, everything should be level 30 on your kit. I have one tier 6 because tier 6 has unlocked permafrost at tier 5, and I have 1, 2, and 3 at tier 3. So after I got this to tier 5, I think I should be pushing these 3 to tier 4 because it's just too expensive to get this one to 35 right now. So I'm gonna prioritize Tidepool, Maelstrom, and then Glacier Hymn here, my oath. Okay. Right now, wait, Crystal Veil is not equipped. Well, if you're doing hard dungeons, Frost Shelter is kind of okay. That's why it was equipped. We're trying to attempt hard mode on the Dragon Raid. I think it's doable, but my teammates actually gave up. So we're gonna try it at a later time, probably once we get to 16k or up. All right, so that's it for my skills here. And Battle Imagines tier 5, tier 5. Funny thing, I have 2 Tina wheels here. And I don't know if I should ever craft this one. So I would like have a Muku Chief and a Tina, or just dismantle Tina and make Muku Chief. I'm still conflicted. I don't know what to do yet. But I'm also starting to stock up on Goblin Mage because I kind of want to get the intellect up over here. Intellect plus 4%. Seems kind of good, especially with one of my talent points, which is right here. Quick overview for my Frostbeam mages out there. So this is my talent tree at the moment. So we took everything on the left side up to here except this thing right here. So taking continue stream, and then on the right side, I actually spent to 1 point over here on quick frozen blast and still went on to quick chant. Then we also took cold pulse and endless tide, and then we end up here on sharp arrow right here. Okay. So those are my configurations at the moment. If you have any suggestions, thoughts, let me know. Oh, I forgot we have Intellect Crystal here and Boundless Frost in the middle plus Frost Domain. Okay. So yeah, if you have thoughts or comments or any suggestions for my talent tree, let me know. I'm open to discussions because I don't think this is the best configuration yet. We're still trying to test stuff out. So yeah, it's still in development. Okay, so that's your skill, that's talent, and then next is Emblem. So if you're AFKing all night, actually going for Lifebind and AFK farming overnight in Skimmer's Lair is like the best way to gain this thing, Void Residues right here. So I'm at 68k right now. I know someone who's already at 100k, 140k I think. So yeah, going Lifebind. Going Lifebind into Skimmer's Lair is actually the tech on this one. Lastly, we have Adventurous Score here. Everyone should be level 60, so we shouldn't even be looking at that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The breakdown for me getting to 15k ability score right now. So a lot of people are like requiring 14k to be able to run master difficulty dungeons. So if you want to push, like you can use this as a reference for the things that you can do. Again, just compare the scores. Like gear score is at 6.9, skill training is at 4K for me. So this is probably like the biggest point of comparison between you and me for your characters, right? So some people actually have so much higher gear score than me because they have more reforged stones or probably got better RNG getting the legendary equipment much faster than me. And some others will have a little bit less on skill training because of book requirements or constraints. RNGs on books is kind of hard because you can get this ones from opening books or from opening boxes, right? And the chests from boss hunts, right? So this thing can be a bit of RNG, but you can also make up for it by buying it through the market or trade centers. So if you're doing life skill and selling stuff over there, then you can still try to catch up by buying up books for your class. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it for me in this video. So that's how I was able to hit 15K. So hopefully you get to push yours as well. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, let me know in the comments below. I always try to answer them. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time. GG.